Alright, guys. Real talk. If your mornings aren't what they used to be, and I think we both know what I'm talking about here, you need to hear this. You're already drinking coffee every morning, right? What if I told you that adding a few simple ingredients to that cup could actually help with better blood flow, more stable energy, and yes, more reliable morning situations again? Today, I'm going to show you exactly what to add to your coffee so it stops being just a wake-up drink and starts acting like natural support for your performance all day long. Here's the short list, so I deliver on the promise right away. Cinnamon for blood sugar and circulation, cocoa powder for nitric oxide and mood, maca for hormones and desire, coconut oil or MCT for testosterone and steady energy, ginger for circulation and testosterone support. I'm Dr. Carol Miller, a urologist with over 10 years of experience helping men fix exactly these kinds of issues. And no, this isn't hippie nonsense or internet rumor. These are ingredients backed by research and by real guys in my practice who've used them successfully for years. But before we break down each ingredient, you need to understand why plain coffee alone isn't enough after 50. Look, coffee is great. It gets your blood pumping, wakes you up, gives you that mental edge. But here's what's really happening. Plain coffee gives you a spike and crash. Your heart races for a bit. Then by 10 a.m. you're reaching for cup number 2. And while the caffeine hit temporarily boosts circulation, it does nothing for the underlying problems that show up after 50. Your testosterone is dropping. Your blood vessels are getting less flexible. Your metabolism and hormones aren't as forgiving. That quick caffeine hit. It's like putting a band-aid on a broken pipe. What we want is to turn that same cup of coffee into something that actually supports what's going on inside your body. Think of it this way. You wouldn't put regular gas in a Ferrari. Well, after 50, your body is still a high-performance machine. It just needs premium fuel, not the basic stuff. The beautiful thing? You can upgrade your coffee with things you probably already have in your kitchen, or can buy for a few bucks at any grocery store. Let's start with the first upgrade, cinnamon. First up, cinnamon. And I'm not talking about dumping half the container into your cup. Just a quarter teaspoon is enough, maybe half if you like the taste. But here's something most guys don't know. Not all cinnamon is created equal. You want Ceylon cinnamon if you can find it, often called true cinnamon. Not the common cassia cinnamon you usually see on store shelves. Why? Ceylon has lower coumarin levels, which matters if you're taking it daily, since high coumarin can be hard on your liver. Here's why cinnamon is such a big deal. It's basically nature's blood sugar regulator. It helps keep your blood sugar stable instead of spiking and crashing. When your blood sugar yo-yos all day, it slowly damages the tiny blood vessels that feed your penis. We're talking vessels smaller than a human hair. They're the first to get damaged when blood sugar gets out of control. High blood sugar causes something called glycation. Your blood becomes more like syrup, gumming up your vessels like sandpaper. Cinnamon contains polyphenol that helps smooth that process out and keep your levels steadier, which means better blood flow where it counts. And there's more. Cinnamon has a gentle warming effect and promotes vasodilation, which is just a fancy word for relaxing and widening blood vessels. It even helps your body produce more nitric oxide, the same molecule those little blue pills act on. Guys tell me they feel more stable energy throughout the day, less jittery, less crash, and a quiet but noticeable improvement in overall performance. One of my patients, a 58-year-old contractor, told me the difference was simple. Before cinnamon, he wanted a nap after lunch. After adding it daily, he powered through his afternoon. Plus, it makes your coffee taste like something from a specialty shop. Think Mexican or Middle Eastern coffee. People have been mixing coffee and cinnamon for centuries before the science ever caught up. Next up, cocoa powder. Not sugary hot chocolate mix. I mean real, unsweetened cocoa powder, the kind that's so dark it's almost black. Just 1 teaspoon stirred into your coffee, and here's what happens. Cocoa is loaded with flavonoids, especially epicatechin and catechin, the same compounds that make dark chocolate healthy, without all the sugar and calories. These flavonoids do something critical. They boost nitric oxide production. If you don't know about nitric oxide, remember this. It's basically the master switch for erections. It's the signal that tells your blood vessels to open wide and let blood flow in. When you're young, you produce plenty of nitric oxide. After 50, production can drop by about half. The more nitric oxide you produce, the easier and firmer your erections become. And cocoa has been shown to increase it naturally. On top of that, cocoa affects your mood. It contains anandamides, sometimes called bliss molecules. It also has phenylethylamine, linked to feelings of focus and well-being. So you're not just supporting physical performance. You're also getting your head in the game. And let's be real, half of performance is mental. Cocoa is also rich in magnesium, crucial for Testosterone production. Muscle function. Recovery. Most men are low in magnesium. This is an easy way to get more. Taste-wise, it turns your coffee into a mocha without the sugar bomb. If it's too bitter at first, use a touch of stevia or monk fruit. Natural sweeteners that won't spike your blood sugar. Now let's talk about maca powder. This one has been used in Peru for thousands of years. They call it natural Viagra. But it doesn't work like Viagra at all. Instead of forcing blood flow for a few hours, maca helps your body support its own hormone production naturally over time. Maca grows at around 14,000 feet in the Andes. In conditions so harsh almost nothing else survives. That stress makes the plant incredibly resilient. And that resilience gets passed on to you. Maca contains 19 amino acids, vitamins C and E, calcium, zinc, iron, magnesium, and unique compounds called macamids and macaNS. Studies suggest maca can improve desire and performance, support sperm production and motility, act as an adaptogen helping your body adapt to stress and maintain balance. It seems to work on the hypothalamus and pituitary glands, your body's master hormone controllers. It doesn't add hormones to your body. It helps your body make more of its own. That's why the effects build gradually rather than hit all at once. A teaspoon in your coffee adds a nutty, slightly butterscotch flavor. Some guys say it tastes like malted milk. Some love it immediately, others need a week to adjust. A quick guide. Yellow maca, mildest flavor, good starter. Red maca, commonly associated with prostate support. Black maca, often used for energy and stamina. Most men notice more energy, better workouts, increased desire, and a general feeling of the lights turned back on within 2 to 3 weeks. One of my patients, a 54-year-old teacher, told me, "It felt like someone turned the lights back on upstairs. Everything was clearer and more focused." Next ingredient, coconut oil. Or MCT oil if you prefer. I know coconut oil in coffee sounds weird. But stay with me. When you blend a teaspoon of coconut oil into hot coffee, it turns into a creamy, rich drink that keeps you full and energized for hours. No mid-morning crash. Number 10 a.m. donut hunt. No desperate need for another coffee. Here's the important part. Testosterone is made from cholesterol and fats. The good fats, not the processed junk. If you've been on a low-fat diet for years thinking it was healthy, you may have accidentally starved your hormone production. Coconut oil provides medium-chain triglycerides, or MCTs. Unlike other fats, MCTs go straight to your liver. They're quickly converted into energy. Think of them as premium fuel your body can use immediately. Around 60% of coconut oil is MCTs, especially lauric acid, which also supports your immune system. Some research suggests MCTs can support higher testosterone levels, improve thyroid function, help with metabolism and steady energy. Guys who switch to this coconut oil coffee, sometimes called bulletproof style coffee, often report steady focus all morning, better workouts, less craving and snacking. Important. You must blend it. If you just stir it, you'll end up with an oil slick on top, and it's gross. Use a blender, a milk frother, or even a mason jar you shake hard. It becomes a creamy, latte-like drink that honestly tastes better than regular coffee once you get used to it. If your stomach feels off at first, start with half a teaspoon. Slowly work up. Or switch to MCT oil, which some people digest more easily. Last one, ginger. Fresh grated ginger or ginger powder. Either works. This stuff is like rocket fuel for your circulation. Ginger contains compounds called gingerols and shocales, powerful anti-inflammatories that open up blood vessels, reduce inflammation, support healthy hormone function. Here's the part most guys never hear. Studies suggest ginger can actually support testosterone levels by protecting your testicles from oxidative stress. Your testicles are under constant attack. Heat from sitting all day, tight clothes, environmental toxins, normal metabolic stress. For optimal hormone production, they need to stay about 2 to 3 degrees cooler than body temperature. When they're overheated or stressed, testosterone production drops. Ginger seems to help protect them and keep them functioning better. Some research has shown noticeable increases in testosterone after a few months, improvements in sperm count and motility. In your coffee, ginger adds a warm, spicy kick. Not overwhelming, just enough to wake up your system. Think of it like the difference between a gentle alarm clock and a fire alarm. Ginger is the firm but friendly wake-up call. Start with 1/4 teaspoon of powder. Or a thin slice of fresh ginger about the size of a coin. Fresh ginger has more volatile oils for an immediate circulation boost, while powder is more concentrated for long-term benefits. If you have a sensitive stomach, start very small. And if you're on blood thinners, talk to your doctor first, because ginger can thin the blood a bit. But for most guys, it's incredibly safe, and has been used in traditional medicine for over 5,000 years. Now you might be thinking, am I supposed to turn my kitchen into a chemistry lab every morning? No. Here's how to make this actually work in real life. Start with one ingredient. Just one. Week 1. Pick cinnamon. Add 1/4 teaspoon to your coffee every morning for the next 7 days. That's it. Week 2. If you're feeling good, add 1 teaspoon of cocoa along with the cinnamon. Week 3. Try maca 3 times this week, maybe Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Week 4. Experiment with either coconut oil or ginger, whichever sounds more appealing. You don't need all 5 every day. In fact, that might be too much, especially at the beginning. Lazy man version. Mix cinnamon and cocoa together in a jar. Keep it by your coffee maker. 1 spoonful in your cup, done in 5 seconds. Weekend power coffee recipe. Brew your regular coffee. Add to a blender with a teaspoon of coconut oil, a half teaspoon of cinnamon, a teaspoon of cocoa, a small piece of fresh ginger. Blend 30 seconds. You'll get a creamy, coffeehouse-style drink that actually does something for your body. A few important things. Don't overdo it. More is not better here. If you load your coffee with all 5 ingredients on day 1, you'll probably end up with digestive issues and never want to try it again. This won't cure serious medical conditions. If you have diabetes, heart disease, or other serious issues, this is not a substitute for medical care. See your doctor. This is about optimization, not medication. Don't use sugary versions. Sweetened cocoa, candied ginger, cinnamon sugar. All of that defeats the purpose. We're trying to help your blood sugar, not spike it. Don't quit after a week. Your body has been running one way for decades. It needs time to adjust to new inputs. Give it at least 30 days before you decide if it's working. Keep track of energy levels, mood, morning situations, workout performance. Use your phone's notes or a piece of paper on the fridge. Rate your energy from 1 to 10 each day. Most guys who stick with this for a month notice enough of a difference that they never go back to plain coffee. Here's what I want you to do. Tomorrow morning. 1. Brew your regular coffee. 2. Add 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon. 3. Stir it in. 4. Drink it. 5. Do that every day for the next 30 days. That's it. If you want to go further, try my 3-ingredient starter combo. Cinnamon, cocoa, maca. The total cost might be around $15 for all 3. The potential upside: feeling more like yourself again. Gentlemen, you don't have to accept decline as normal. Your morning coffee can be more than a wake-up call. It can be a daily dose of natural support for everything that matters to you as a man. These aren't exotic ingredients. You can find them at almost any grocery store. They're not expensive. They don't taste bad. And they're backed by both science and thousands of years of traditional use. So tomorrow morning, when you make your coffee, remember this conversation. Your body is still capable of amazing things. Sometimes it just needs the right fuel. Now I want to hear from you. Drop a comment and tell me what you currently put in your coffee. I'm genuinely curious what you guys are already doing. If you try any of these additions, come back and let me know how it went. Your experience might be exactly what another guy needs to hear to finally take that first step. If this helped you out, hit subscribe for more real talk about men's health after 50. No judgment, no embarrassment, just practical stuff that actually works. And share this with a buddy who might benefit. Sometimes the best thing you can do for a friend is send them information that could change their life. Until next time, this is Dr. Sophia Carter reminding you, small changes lead to big results. Stay strong, gentlemen.